Hi Virgo, this is Jess with your June 24th, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Virgo, some of you just moved, but you're so disorganized. There's so much going on, so many things that you still haven't settled about your move, but you're really happy. You're so happy. Although there's still unfinished things to take care of in your home, like furnished the home, or there may be some changes, some adjustments that's being made, like someone's moving out, you could be moving out, or someone's moving, and all of that's not squared away, but you're really happy. Either happy of where you're about to go or happy with where you are, even though things aren't completely settled. There looks like some of you definitely are okay with whatever shakeup this is or whatever unsettled situation this is because you know that you have either a better place coming for you. You have maybe a new job if you feel like this place is completely unstable, this job. And, I'm not even going to try to, and there's no way that the situation can kind of be fixed, but I'm happy because I know I have a job that's coming that I'm going to start at a said time. You're just waiting. Some of you are waiting and buying your time to start anew, and you could begin the healing process, right? Getting over whatever ailed you in the past, because it looks like in the past there was an end to a situation that you may have felt like you either had to take one for the team, it wasn't in your best interest, and it still came to an end. And it's like you have to leave something behind that you really worked hard on. Like you really worked hard on this. You put your energy, your effort, your passion, your everything, and you really did, I feel, create a work of art. So if it's your home, it's like I put so much into this house, I remodeled, I did this and that, and now I have to let the home go. Now I have to move, or whatever it is. It could be items. It could be a wardrobe that now you're reducing your wardrobe because where you're moving to now, the place is too small. You have to get rid of some things. So there's some things in letting go in the past that may have been a bit of a challenge, but it's almost cathartic for you because, again, it ushers in this new beginning. It kind of makes it more tangible and real when you start to let go of things from your past that yes, I did all that I could do there. I put my best in, and now I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to move on to, accomplish another project, another goal. Money looks pretty stable for you guys this particular week. And I feel that some of you are letting go any hangups. You may not feel, Virgo women, you may not feel as confident as you normally would. You may not even feel as secure because there's so many variables. There's so many things that you need to attach a plan to that's at the beginning stage or middle stage, or, it's so many variables going on in your life right now that it's like you really are not sure how it's all going to pan out. But you're letting go of a fear, if that's a fear, because you do have this promise and you do feel like a part of you feels like it'll be okay. But then there's that Virgo nagging in your mind of like, yeah, but I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to do this. But you guys are, at least this week, you're doing a good job at not letting it get the best of you, because overall I feel an overwhelming amount of good things that are happening, even though there's a little bit of frustrating bits happening around you having to wait in order to pull the trigger and start something new that kind of heals the situation. So again, if you have a hard relationship with family, you may be moving and it's like, well, I can't move now, and probably going to bicker, we're going to argue. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay out this money now, but I know that's going to get me to a better place later. Once this is behind me, I'll be good, I'll be ready, I'll be great. The challenge is for you to be balanced this week, and for you to, I feel for some of you to kind of take whatever messages that are given to you as face value. You may not trust a particular person, or you may not trust their motives behind why they are being so open. Some of you may have fallen out with a coworker, could be a supervisor, manager, and someone may be trying to make things right. But some of you are just not over it. You're like, no, and I don't believe you, and I don't trust you, and I'm leaving anyway, so it really doesn't matter to me. That's how Virgo are, and they'll give you the yes, no answers, as I've mentioned in the past. Things will level itself out. things will level out. It's just it doesn't feel so good. If it's not you that feels like it doesn't feel so good, it's an unfortunate. It kind of echoes that same sentiment that I was seeing in Leo. It's like in a perfect world, this wouldn't be the reality. In a perfect world, everyone would be great. In a perfect world, we wouldn't have to deal with this. But life isn't perfect and the world isn't perfect. And so some of you are just going to be okay with, at least we're not arguing, at least we're not fighting, at least it hasn't gotten any worse. It's not good, but it could be a lot worse, is what I'm kind of seeing here for some of you. I see someone getting caught. So if you're doing anything unethical, if you're trying to sneak out of your job without someone seeing, if you're trying to move without someone noticing, if you're trying to do anything that you feel someone isn't going to know, someone's going to know, someone's going to find out. And some of you may be going back. I do see going back. If you're looking for work, if you've been in between jobs or you're trying to jump from one place to another, you may be going back to a job that's familiar. And it's like, I'll go back there just to get out of this situation. Like, you need to go back to a situation to kind of reestablish where you are in your life, and someone will be there to help you along. Be it Virgo man or woman, you will have some form of help that'll help you along in those moments where you feel like you can't do it. There's going to be someone there to let you know that, yeah, you can do it, and I'll help you do it. See, this is how you do it. So you'll have help along the way. The end of the week looks very promising. I feel like you guys are going to be happy, but you may start to rediscover Virgo. I get like a rediscovering of yourself, even though some of you are still unhappy about the way a situation turned out, but you're happy. You're happy with you. Does that make sense? Like, you're happy with you, but it's an unfortunate circumstance of how it had to get to this place where now you're happy with you. I hope that makes sense. But there's going to be a little bit more conflict. There will be a little bit more conflict, and there will be a little bit more frustrations around this situation that still has not ended, if that makes any sense to you guys. And the benefit for you guys this week is to possibly, some of you may be, or someone could be trying to communicate. You don't know how to take them. Your intuition is a bit off. Some of you are not seeing a situation for what it is. Someone may just do something without really taking stock, without checking in with themselves. They may just do something. It's like kind of someone may prematurely pull the trigger. Okay. But it's almost like a benefit here. Okay. So for all of you, that'll be different in how that works out. Now, love. And I feel like in the workplace, if it's been calm and everything's been okay, some of you are just doing your typical Virgo thing. Like, you're staying out of the fray. You're staying away from people. No, you're not interested in making friends again. No, you're not interested in apologies. No, you can keep all of that. It's like either you make a decision to disconnect from people because you already know that this isn't going to last. Before you know it, you guys are going to be back arguing. This place is going to be disorganized again. And it's like, sure enough, it happens. So you kind of deciding to kind of, some of you are going to jump ship. You're going to dodge a bullet, and it'll be confirmed. Like, yep, I knew it. I knew it was the best thing for me to do, is to kind of focus on myself and kind of put myself first, because this situation isn't going to get better. Now, when it comes to love, I definitely see an ending to a relationship, something wrapped up, and it's bittersweet. It's very bitter because you had huge hopes that the situation could work. I feel like the two of you may have been too much alike. Okay. You are still some of you are still looking back at something old, something that you put a lot of work toward, a lot of energy toward. Some of you may even look back at an ex, and see that they're still stuck in the same place. They haven't moved from the last time you saw them. They're still stuck in the same old place. Someone could be holding a torch for you, and they've not been able to move on since. Some of you are unable to move on as well. You're still stuck there looking at someone that is stuck just like you. You're both stuck. Neither person is making another move. One person is more stuck than the other person, but I feel like the person is more stuck. They're stuck in a rut. It's not so much about you. There's life circumstances that has them a bit stuck, where you seem to be a little bit more intact. but there's a looking at a person. Some of you are looking at someone feeling like, how did you get that stuck? Or how did you get to that point? But I've got to go. I can't stay. Even in your situation, I can't help you get out of that. I can't do it. There is there's a challenge in kind of reconciling a situation from someone that you feel is just an out flat liar. You feel like you're dealing with a liar. Some of you, you're not going to get the truth from someone. You found out something, or you will be finding out that there may have been a baby. There is a baby, which could have broken up the marriage, the household. And some of you are unable to get over this news about a baby for some of you. Yes, you're moving forward. There's a part of you that still kind of sits waiting. And some of you, it's not a baby. It could be an actual, like some of you could be dealing with a Leo, a fire sign here. But I get, you're unable, some of you definitely have gotten a divorce, or, you've moved out. Assets are being exchanged. There's judgments that are awaiting. And you're still, in your heart, your deep feelings, you're still waiting. You're still waiting and hoping that one day you either don't have to wait anymore and you can kind of embrace this new reality of your life as a single person without care, and you can begin the road of healing because you've not healed. Some of you are trying to avoid a healing. Like, I've been through enough. I don't want to go through the rest of the process. Just like, I'm okay. I'm fine. Everything's okay. You're not okay. You're not okay. You know you're not okay. I know it's okay to tell people that you're okay because you don't want anyone, focusing so much on the fact that you're not okay. You want to say, listen, let me just move on. It's okay. I'll be okay. And some of you definitely are healing. You've waited for quite some time. Now you're going to embrace this new beginning. But understand, just be ginger with yourself, you newly single Virgos out there. Even if you've been single for quite some time, but you have still been in that rut of still attached to another. And now you're finally trying to break the chains and move forward. Know you're healing. No, you've done a good job convincing others that you're fine. For some of you, you have, maybe you've not, but you're still in the healing process. That being said, I feel like some of you, and I have to give you my condolences, you may have lost a child, right? And it's like you kind of want to give up on the process, period. But it's like almost like you may be given a gift out of nowhere. Like, okay, I've done IVF for the longest. This is not taken. I thought we were very hopeful. It didn't work. It's like you may get a free IVF treatment, or someone may, I just get some help to help you along so that you don't give up on, your child, or give up on wanting a child. And that may be an option, even though you may feel depleted emotionally, but you guys may go for whatever round you're on again. It's going to be a challenge. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be without wrestling. And for some of you, if you're trying to get pregnant and that's been a challenge between you and your mate, that may be a source of contention in your relationship. I feel like your mate may not be honest with you, that they don't want to try again. They may not even want children, or they just don't want to move ahead because this is just too much. It's putting too much pressure or putting too much stress on the relationship. You'll see that more prominent toward the end of the week, going into next week, if this is your reality. Now, others of you, I feel that someone's going to get caught, probably cheating at work. So you want to watch that. And some of you may be the last one to know. Like, you may be the last person to find out that someone was cheating behind your back. Others of you, you're aware that this is going on. You're trying to keep your distance from a particular person. It's very difficult because someone may be relentless, like they're always calling you. They're always trying to come back into your life to some extent. But the benefit here is for you to kind of aim your sights higher in a different area. Like, start casting your net in a different area. This person coming into your life, or trying to come back into your life, there's going to be a lot of conflict with that individual. There's some issue with someone being emotionally manipulating toward you. You may have someone who's really good at mental games, really good. It's very difficult to trust this person. It's hard to not forgive them as well, but you guys just can't seem to get it right. You can't get it right with each other. And they always promise you or try to convince you that this time it'll be different, or no, they'll find some kind of way to reinvent this same wheel that you guys have been turning on, but they'll try to find that. And I feel that some of you are now, because either you've given yourself enough time away from someone that you either realize that you're better off on your own, okay? And that you may be giving love a break. Some of you, because you have gotten out of a love relationship with a particular person, you're getting back in there, possibly not looking for love. But if you're single and you're out there, you will find a lot of suitors. A lot of people will be vying for your attention. A lot of them. And I feel like you feel like that's just what you need. You need something light, something fun, nothing too serious, because you understand that your heart is still healing. You're trying to let go of hang-ups. Especially if some of you have let yourself go. So you may look in the mirror and be like, I don't even recognize myself anymore. Like, who am I? And you may be starting a new regimen to kind of change a lot of things in your life, to reclaim your life. And for some of you, it may happen fast. Like, you don't even see this coming, that things happen fast. Now, someone from your past, some things came out, and it came out really quick, either about a baby, some cheating at work. Situations came out really quickly. Now, this person's maybe trying their best to, apologize, to make it up to you, to let you know how much they don't mean it. It'll be different this time. But just like Gemini, I have to say, by week's end, there may be a looking at this person skewedly, like so much now, you can't unknow what you know. And it's like, I don't even know if I love you the same anymore because of what I've gone through with you, and how exhausting it's been, and how unforgetful I am now, and unforgivable it may be for some of you. So I get that. Like, someone is definitely trying to come in. And for some of you Virgos, you're trying to apologize and get back with someone and try to convince them that it's going to be different this time. And although there may be a lot of communication, they may even open up to you, I feel like when it comes to their heart, they're going to close that off. And because someone's not able to forgive the past, forget the past, is going to create a lot of conflict by week's end, over the weekend, into next week. So, it may be incoming if you guys don't make some adjustments here. And the adjustments is to, even though you may feel left out in the cold, or you had to leave someone else out of the equation, and no one's happy, right? You're not happy about that. It settles things. It settles things. And now time and consistency of that reality, right? So we're no longer together, and I'm sticking with that. I'm not going to come back. We're not going to do this back and forth. We're done, and we're done. It brings you a level of peace. And with that peace, you're now able to see how life can be without this person on this roller coaster. Okay. Do I think someone's going to give you enough time to kind of experience it without bother? No. Should you take it anyway? Yes. Some of you may be conflicted over love right now. And, you're not too sure if you want to enter into something. Someone could be offering for you to really establish a real relationship, even though you're still healing. Some of you are not sure if you can kind of match this person's intention, because, again, that heart is still healing. Like, your heart is really still healing, Virgo. And it may take quite some time before it gets to a place where you're like, okay, I'm ready. I always say that with Virgo, like, you guys are ready now. You're almost ready now. You're taking it. And by the time we get to the next week, it's like, nope, Virgos, they're not ready. Nope, not happening. Not this week either. So for some of you, I do see kind of a bit of conflict. Now, I want to take a look in the extended at this relationship, because I see it coming back around again. If you have Leo, then in your chart, or you're dealing with a Leo, even a Gemini, that sort of thing. And I see a lot of the other signs where there's some form of love relationships coming back in review. We are in Mercury retrograde, I believe, or in shadow. So this is all no surprise that people from past is kind of sifting back into your life. But how is this going to work out down the line? Can this person be forgiven? If you were to even give them the time of day, what would come of this union between you and this person? Also, this thing that kind of came out Are you able to move on as a single person now, and what can happen out of that? So if you're interested, look, click that link below in Vimeo. We can get started there. Otherwise, I would love to hear from you, Virgos. So if you would like to share, you guys don't share as much as you used to before. So, and it's, not asking anyone to, only if you want to. I have no clue why these readings are so long, but I hope this has helped someone out there. So again, if you can and you would like to share in the comment section below, I would like to hear from you. If you want something from me, I can be reached in the beginning and into this video, as well as the description box below. And if you are new to this channel, well, welcome and subscribe. What are you waiting for? Subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Virgo.